Since the Super Bowl is coming here to Minnesota this year, I thought it'd be fun to show you a couple ideas that I had for your Super Bowl party. When I was little, my mom and dad used to light up our sidewalk with luminaries for their parties. And so I'm going to show you how to make those both with buckets and also with balloons, making some ice orbs. For these first orbs, use water balloon size balloons. You're going to add 5 drops of food coloring, then fill them up with water and top them off with air. Now bag them up and bring them out for the night. Like you can see, they're going to lay down if they want to lay down. So these are frozen solid and ready to go. So I'm going to try to drill some holes to put some of the tea lights in. So we'll be able to set that in the snow. This drill bit will fill up with snow, so you need another one to scrape it out. If you really want to get fancy, you can use a blowtorch to melt off the snow and smooth out the ice. For these orbs, take large sized balloons, add some food coloring, fill them up with water, and then add a little air to the top. What adding the air will do is it will create a flat surface when you freeze them and tip them over. Set the balloons outside. This time you're not going to let them freeze all the way. So these are ready now. You can see on the top there's still some air. So you'll see when I pick this up that it'll dump all the water out below. But what it does is it leaves a nice little container for a luminary. And if you take a blowtorch to them, you can make them nice and shiny. For these luminaries, we're just going to use Tupperware bins. We're going to fill them up with water, then set them outside. These are another type that you're not going to let freeze all the way through. Now you're going to bring them outside to freeze, top them off with the watering can just so that they're all the way full. So you can see there's still some water in there. So ideally you have a little ring around the top. For these orb luminaries, you're going to take several medium-sized balloons, put many drops of food coloring in them, and you're going to fill them up with water, making sure that there is no air in the top before you tie them. Then bring them outside and set them in the snow to freeze overnight. I'm still not sure if they're frozen all the way because of the dark color in the center. That usually means it's not frozen all the way, but we're going to test them and see. Now I'm going to smooth out the tops a little. So the idea is to now take one of these little LED flashlights and to put a little bit of a hole with a 1 1/4 inch bit, put that in the bottom just a little ways so that we can stick the flashlight in there, and then we will plop it onto the snow and see what it looks like at night. So if you drill it upside down very slowly and then finish by tipping it the other way, you should be able to get most of the shaved ice to come out. So you can see the hole is pretty cleaned out. So I'm going to flip them over and do the blowtorch on them one more time. Now we'll wait till tonight and put the flashlights in and tip them over. Now we're going to move all the luminaries to the front yard by the sidewalk to see what each of them looks like. The first are the large balloon luminaries. Next are the little bucket ones. Next are the small balloon ones with the candle hole coming down from the top. the last one are the flashlight orb luminaries. And then the flashlight is going to go underneath and light them up like this. And make sure to subscribe and watch more how-to and Minnesota Cold videos of ours.